Good afternoon, girls. Peace upon you all, by the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. How are you today, my darlings? I hope you are all okay. Today is Thursday, 26th of November 2020, 11th of Rabi' al-Akhir 1442. Today, inshallah, we're going to take revision of Unit 2. You are going to work on your student book, page 29 on this one, okay? And in your workbook on page 18, okay? We're going to accomplish these important outcomes. We're going to recall the given vocabs and also recall the given grammar, okay? Now, before we start, we're going to take a quick, revision for the tenses. Before I start, I want to tell you what do you have to concentrate on your study when you study your exam, okay? First of all, you are going to memorize all the words, the given words. Even in the, click onto, even you are going to at least to know the meaning or understand the meaning. What does it mean in Arabic or English, okay? You have to memorize them, all the meaning I gave you, also in the click into. This is the first one. Then you are going to, you will have your text from your unit, inshallah. Please focus and answer the question given for each text, okay? You have a click onto and you have the reading text. Deal? You also have to study the phrasal verbs, each one and its meaning, because I'm going to give you choices. For example, get into, or get in, or get off, whatever, or get, and also set off, set whatever, okay? You are going to study each one and its meaning. Deal? You will have, for example, sentence and A, B, C. We're going to choose the correct preposition. Get into, get on, get off. Okay, it depends on the meaning of the sentence. Deal? Now, we have also to concentrate on the grammar. I'm going to revise it with you now. The simple past or the past simple, the past continuous, and the past perfect. They are very important. And as we said, sometimes we use when, after when, sometimes we use the past perfect or the simple past. It depends on the sentence, its location in the sentence. Okay, موقعها بالجملة. Deal? Now, for example, we have the simple past. You know that the simple past is what? We have two types of verbs in English. We have the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. The regular verbs, they are verbs that when you change them into the past, you add ed. While the irregular verbs, they are verbs when you change them into the past, you change the whole meaning, okay? The whole shape of the word. Deal? Now, we have two uses of the past simple. The first one, when you talk about actions or situations happened in the past and finished. I, for example, flew to London last year. And pay attention that when you use the past simple, you or we mention the exact time. For example, I went to Kuwait in 2005. Okay? In 2010, whatever. You have to note that in the simple past, you have to mention the exact time. Okay? The second use, when we say that one thing happened after the other. Yani, for example, when he arrived, we got, for example, for example, the letter arrived, he opened it and read it. Okay? We have one action happened after the another. Deal? This is the past simple tense. Now let's move to the past continuous. The past continuous, what is its rule? Was or were plus verb ing. We said was goes with the he, she, it, while, and I, of course, while where goes with the they, you, and we. Deal? Now, when do we use past continuous? First, when we want to talk about activities in a progress at a moment in the past. For example, at 4 o'clock this morning, okay, we were sleeping. At 7 o'clock yesterday, for example, we were watching TV, okay? This is the first use. The second one, when we describe scenes in a story. For example, the old woman was wearing a long coat and she was carrying a big, heavy bag, okay? We are describing scenes in a story. Number 3, to talk about an activity in progress when another shorter activity happened or interrupted it, as I told you. It tells us that an action was in progress, but not that the activity was finished. Yani, what is that? I was walking to Kathy when suddenly I heard a loud noise. Or I was giving you the class when someone knocked on the door. The main action or the main activity is I was giving you the class or teaching you, and the other action that interrupted me, what? Simple past, knocked on the door, okay? The fourth one, we often use while, okay, and as with the past continuous. When you see while or as, okay, as soon as or while, we put while, or I was walking to school, I heard somebody called my name, okay? While, after while, we have past continuous and as also. Number 5, like remember that some verbs aren't usually used in the continuous. Here, I had a green bike, okay? Not I was having. No, of course, you know that these verbs, they do not take ing form. We mentioned them before, okay? Now, the past perfect tense, it's what? It's had plus past participle tense. Why do you use it? Look at me. We use the past perfect tense. Why? To talk about actions that happened before another action or actions in the past. Both of them, they happened in the past, okay, and finished. But one of them happened before the other. Look at this one. When I had brushed my teeth, what happened? I got into bed, okay? Both of them happened in the past, but one of them happened before the other. Now, first I brushed my teeth, okay? Then what happened? I go into bed. Oh, I went to bed, okay? I got to bed, whatever, it depends on the sentence. Number 2, we often use time expressions such as when, after, by the time as soon as, with the past perfect. I had finished my lunch by the time he arrived. Okay? I had finished my finished my lunch by the time he arrived. Okay? By the time he arrived. Deal? These are the summary of the 3 tenses. Now we are going to go to the pupil's book to start doing the exercises between to each other. Okay? Stay with me. And revise also again here during our doing the exercise. Number 1, choose the correct alternative. We have, we were traveling. Were traveling. Here the past continuous given. We were traveling fast when the train suddenly what? في عنا 2 actions. One of them interrupt the other. Here, we're traveling, okay, when the train suddenly what? Stopped. It's simple past. So you're going to circle the verb stopped, okay? Stopped. And you have another clue. What is it? That we have the word when. After when, we have one of the uses of the word when. We have, no, after when we have simple past, okay? Type. Look at number 2. I saw an old friend of mine when look at me. I saw, simple past. We started with the simple past. I saw an old friend of mine when I, what? Waited? Well, I was waiting to buy my ticket. Yes, of course, when I was waiting. The main verb, which is what? The past continuous, was waiting. While the simple past, the what? I saw my friend. So we're going to write was waiting, okay? Number 3. My friends and I, our coats and left the house. We have and, it means that we have 2 actions in the past, okay? We have one happened, then the other. So we are going to write, my friends and I put, not were putting, put, okay? Simple past. Number 4, when the train stopped, we got off. Can we say we were getting? Can you do this? Of course not. We, what? We got off. Okay, simple past. Number 5, you looked sad yesterday because you cried. Well, you were crying. Yes, excellent. You were crying. Yeah, because we have yesterday, were crying. You looked sad yesterday because you were crying. Number 6, nobody paid attention to me when I arrived because they watched, well, were watching something on the TV. Yes, excellent. They were watching something on the TV, okay? Number 7, the last one. He dropped or he was dropping the plate and it broke. No, of course, he dropped. Simple past, okay? He dropped and it broke. It means we are going to put simple past, okay? Let's move to the next question. Past simple and past perfect. This is very important. Decide which action happened first and then join the two sentences with a time expression. Put one of the verbs in the past perfect. Okay? Number one. Look at number one. She started driving. She got into the car. Now, what are you going to do? Well, like, decide if the action happened first and then join the two sentences with a time expressions, like before, like after, okay, or as soon as they have it's there in the sentence, okay? Put one of the verbs in the past perfect, and it's obvious what are you going to do. She started driving, she got into the car. So what do we say? She started driving or she got into the car first? Which one happened before the other? Of course, she got into the car. So we're going to put what? We're going to put the suitable time expression. I think the suitable one is what is after. So we say she started driving after she had got. Okay? We'll put one of them with the past perfect. Okay? So we say she started driving after she had got into the car. Give me 1 minute to write it down and then return back to you. Number two, he finished using the computer. He switched it off. So we're going to write the suitable what tense? When he finished using his computer, he switched off. So we say when he had finished his computer, what happened? He switched it off. Okay, when he had finished. After he had finished. This is the past perfect, by the way, if you don't know. So I'm going to write it down, then return back to you. Stay with me. Now, number three. They went into the cafe. They bought their lunch. So we have they. Which one happened before the other? Of course, I think they bought their lunch after what? After they had gone to the cafe. Okay? So you are going to write they bought their lunch after they had gone to the cafe. Okay? Because when they went to the cafe, they bought their lunch. Which one happened before the other? Who were going to the cafe? Stay with me to write it down. Now let's move to number four. She did her homework. She went to bed immediately after. So we say as soon as she what? What do you think? As soon as she had done her homework, what happened? She went to bed. Okay? As soon as she had done her homework, what happened? She went to bed. Stay with me, please. Now look at number five. The police identified the criminal. They arrested him. Which one happened before the other? Of course, identifying the criminal. Okay? So we say after the police had, we have to put past perfect. After the police had identified the criminal, what happened? They arrested him. Again, after the police had identified the criminal, what happened? They arrested him. Stay with me, please. Now, number six. We ate our meal. We paid the bill. So we say, when we had eaten our meal, okay, what happened? We paid the bill. Can you pay before eating? No, of course not. You have to eat first. Then we are going to pay the bill. So we say, when we had eaten our meal, what happened? We paid the bill. Stay with me. Now, number seven. They went into the house. They unlocked the door. What do we say? They went into the house. What? After they had unlocked the door. 1 minute. Now, again, we say they went into the house after they unlocked the door. Again. They went into the house after they had unlocked the door. Okay? Now, we have finished question 2. We are going to move to 3. Stay with me to write it down the board. Okay? Now, let's move to question number 3A. Use 2. Okay? Match the correct halves of the sentence. We have number 1. He didn't used to wear jeans. 2. He wore jeans. 3. He used to wear jeans. 4. He usually wears jeans. Okay? Now, number A, last Wednesday. B, because he likes wearing them. C, but now he wears them all the time. D, but he never wears them now. Okay, we are going to match them to each other. Number 1, he didn't used to wear jeans. Here we have what? He didn't used to wear jeans, okay? This is in the past. But there is something is happening now. What? That this thing, he didn't used to do it, but now he, I think, do it. So we're going to choose number C. He didn't used to wear jeans, but now he wears them all the time, okay? Number C. Number 2, he wore jeans. He wore. This is a simple past. So we're going to choose what? We're going to choose specific time, which is last Wednesday. Number A. 3, he used to wear jeans. He used to, but now I don't think he does. So we're going to choose number D. But he never wears them now. Number 3. Number 4, the last one, he usually wears jeans. Usually wears. It means that what? He or B. We're going to choose B because he likes wearing them. And this is the last one here. We're going to put B. Okay? Let's move to 3B. What are you going to do? Write the question with the correct form of used to and then answer the question. We have you wear jeans when you were 5. The question will be what? We're going to ask about something in the past. So we're going to call the helping verb did and start with it. So we're going to write did. Of course, the question for you. Did you used to? Look at me without the D because did is instead of the D which is in the past. Did you used to wear jeans? Okay? When you were 5? Did you used to wear jeans when you were 5? And the question mark. The answer is what? The answer is, okay, the answer will be no, I didn't, okay, no, I didn't, I used to wear what? I used to wear dresses, okay? I used to wear dresses. Deal? Stay with me. I'll back for the vocabs. Now let's look at vocabulary revision. We have transport and travel. What are the words? Number 1, a type of transport that goes on the road and takes a lot of people from one city to another. I think it's what? Yes, good job. It's coach. C-O-A-C-H. Number 2, the place where you stand to catch a train. If you remember, it's a platform. Okay, platform. Number 3, the situation when something happens later than planned. It is what? It is delay. It is delay. Number 4, the money that you pay for a journey. It's what? It's fare. Okay. Number 5, a type of sea transport that takes people and cars on journeys that aren't very long. It's ferry, if you remember, okay? Number 6, a ticket for a journey where you go and come back to the same place where you started. It's what? It is return ticket, okay? Number 7, when you arrive too late for a bus, train or other type of transport, it's what? It is miss. You miss your bus. Number 8, the last one, when you stop something that you was going to happen, it's what? It's cancel, okay? Cancel. Now look at question number 2, accommodation. What are these types of accommodation? Number 1, a place near a big road where travelers stop to sleep. It's what? Is it hotel or motel? Yes, good job. It's motel. Yeah, it's a small one. Number 2, a small hotel that gives you a room and a meal, which is what? Okay, bed and breakfast. Excellent. Bed and breakfast. It gives you one meal and to sleep one night. Okay. Number 3, a place where lots of people camp. It's what? It's camp site. Camp site. Number 4, campsite. Number 4, something you need to sleep outside. It's what? It is. Yes, good job. Tent. It is tent. Number 5, a vehicle that people can live and travel in our holiday. It is what? It's caravan. Caravan. You can pull it with your car also. Number 6, a place where young people can stay without spending much money, which is what? It is what? It's yacht, okay? Hostel, okay? Hostel, okay? Now, let's move to, this is very important question. All of them are important. This one is about phrasal verbs connected with travel. Number 1, choose the correct alternative. 1, we arrived at the airport and checked what? In or off? Of course, we are going to check in the bag. So we're going to choose or circle in. 2, it was going to be a very long journey. So he said on or off? No, he said off early. Okay, it means he began. Number 2, off. Okay, number 3, what time does your brother's train get in at the station or get off? Of course, get in. Okay, number 4, she got into or on the car and started driving. Of course, into the car. Not on the car, no, into the car, inside the car. Number 5, the bus broke down, not broke up. So he had to walk. We're going to write here down, okay? Broke down. Deal? The last one, a lot of people get away or get around from the city at the weekend. Of course, it is get away, they escape. Okay? Now, stay with me. I'm going to the workbook. Stay with me, please. Now, girls, let's move to your workbook, please. Open your workbook, page 18. I'm going to choose 3 exercises from this page, okay? Because we don't have time to do more, okay? We have question 2 from the grammar. We are going to do it together. And from the vocabs, question 7 and 9, okay? Now, look at grammar question 2. This one, we're going to do this one together. Complete the sentence with these verbs in the past simple or past continuous. We have number 1, while he. We said one of the key words of the past continuous is the while. So we're going to write after the while what? While he was. We look at the verb, right? While he was riding his bike to school, what happened? He saw an accident. He was riding, okay? One of them happened, of course we have 2 actions happened in the past. One of them interrupt the other. The main verb was riding to school, and the verb that interrupted it, he saw an accident. So we're going to write it in the simple past. 2, somebody, her bag when she out of the train window. So we're going to, somebody, what? It happened in the past. So we're going to say, somebody stole her bag when she was, okay, looking from the window train, okay? The train window, sorry. Was looking, okay? The main verb, it was looking, okay? The past continuous, and the one or the verb that interrupted it, who was stole, when he stole her bag. Number 3, when we at the airport, there are 3 bags, large school groups to check in. So, when we, of course, it's in the past, when we arrived at the airport, what happened? When we arrived at the airport, 3 large school groups were waiting. 3 large school groups were waiting to check in. Stay with me, please. Now, we're waiting. I wrote it here, okay? Now, let's move to question number 7. Complete the sentence with these words. We have cancel, delay, fare, miss, and single. Number 1, you buy a ticket if you are only going one way. What is it? Which one do you think? Yes, of course, it's single. Excellent. Yes. S-I-N-G-L-E. Okay, number 2. If the weather's bad, the airline could what? The flight. It is what? Delay or cancel? No, of course, cancel. Excellent. Yeah, because of the weather. Number 3. Hurry up, Sarita, or you'll the bus. What? You'll miss the bus. Excellent. You'll miss the bus. Number 4. I didn't go because I couldn't afford the train. What? Fare. Yeah, excellent. Fare. F-A-R-A-E. Sorry. Number 5, the bus driver apologized for the what? For the delay. Excellent. Yeah, delay. Yeah. Okay. Let's move to question number 9. Are the words in bold correct or not? If not, correct them. Look at this one. Excuse me, could you tell me when this train gets in, please? I think it's correct, gets in, okay? That's N, gets in here, the correct one. Number 2, why have they stopped? Do you think their car has broken in or what? Do you remember we said before it was what? Broken down. I forget to put this one. So the next one you're going to put broken down, okay? Broken down, destroyed. Yani. Number 3, she always shuts her eyes tight as the plane is taking up or off. She do like this. Why? So we are going to write taking off, not up, not correct. You are going to write taking off, okay? Now the last one, my aunt hopes to get in for a short holiday next month. Of course, not gets in, gets away. She wants to run away, okay? So we're going to write away. Deal? Now, look at me, girls. I have to finish the class today. This was our revision on your pupils book and in your workbook. We accomplished, alhamdulillah, our important outcomes. We recalled the given vocabulary and also we recalled the given grammar. Thank you for being with me today. May Allah bless you. I hope you all take full marks in your exams. Please forgive me if I'm too late with this class because I had some work to do. Thank you very much for being with me. Love you all. See you next week inshallah. Goodbye. Love you all.